Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Anthony, host of the Chip to Heels podcast, and thank you for joining me for these videos where I break down and expose the AHFI cult, which I used to be a part of for about 11 years. Before we continue, if you'd like to support my channel, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment, and even help me out by going to buymeacoffee.com/truth.h7 so I can continue making videos like this, as your help really keeps me supported, as your support really helps. Anyways, now let's get into this episode. So, in today's episode, I wanted to break down how information control was set up inside of the communities that Father Bing started. So, you go in, and immediately you're removed from all knowledge of the outside world, all internet access, TV, radios, newspapers. That's all forbidden. Next thing that they're going to remove is your what you can communicate to others, the information that you can give out. So if you do a phone call, what you say is being monitored, and even the pictures that people take of you, that's being monitored and it's being screened and it's being quickly removed, or it's being suppressed, or they will call you, say, hey, remove those pictures. And the third thing I wanted to talk about is how, with this control of the narrative, of the information, how they were really able to make our life a living hell. So going back, let's go to the first one. The first one was the media. So what Father Bing and the AFI leadership, what they do is they limit your, actually they remove all of your media, all of your news sources. It's gone, because they're the ones who are going to be telling you what's happening in the world. And Father Bing does this a bit in the AFI retreats, like I talked about in that last video. But now in this world that we were in, and I say we as those who join the inner circles, you're completely cut off. There's nothing else that you can look at. It's just what Father Bing is going to be sharing with you. And so he'd be telling us constantly, every time he'd come, or we'd even listen to like his tapes about war, about people out to persecute us. So the information that we're receiving is constant fear, constant destruction. People are trying to take our land, and the people specifically he'll tell us is the church or bishops. They're trying to steal our land, but they're not going to get it. Stuff like that. Now, the next layer is even communication with family. You're being screened. There's someone who's watching you or listening to you. And if you're going to say something that's not to their liking, of course, they will tell you to cut the phone, or maybe they'll even hang up for you. I didn't have that happen because I was a good member and I didn't say anything bad about the community. But I just want to give an idea of what the control was, because I knew if I were to say something bad, or if I were to tell my family, hey, something is happening, or I'm uncomfortable, well, what's going to happen to me? Maybe I'm going to have less sleep. Maybe they're going to remove a meal. Maybe I'm going to be punished in some way or other. So there is this constant fear that if I do give out real information to the world, that I'm going to be punished. Also, recognizing the all the information that we're receiving is the end times, punishments, Illuminati, Freemasons, demons. So yes, we were being really, I feel like, programmed to be afraid of everybody else, and seeing Father Being as a father, as someone who I can trust, someone who really cares for me. And in my mind at that time, it's like, wow, only Father Bing is talking about these things. Only Father Bing has the courage to put us on this compound, lock us away, have us hiding, because he really cares. But of course, over time, I really broke out of that. But now I wanted to talk about how, with the control of the information, how they were able to make our life a living hell. So there was this time where Father Bing would say, uh, he would gather us all together in different meetings, and he would say, like, look, the world is in shambles. The end is near. Like, the end is near. This is it. This is the end times. It's upon us. but we can stop God's judgment. We can stop the punishment of God. And so to do that, we're going to do 40 days. So the thing is that with this information, we're constantly afraid. We're constantly waiting for the end times. And the end times for Father Being, I think, is like a war, persecution, not just from Freemasons, Illuminati, but even from the church. The church is going to steal our land. They want to get rid of us. And so there's this constant fear. And he's the only one who has all the information. He's the one with the internet, all these things. Us members, we're just eating up everything he said because we had complete trust. And so with that fear, he can say at any time, oh well, the end is near. So what they would do is what he would do is then he would call upon, he would say, we're gonna have a moratorium. So for the next 40 days, we're gonna have strict fasting, and no speaking. So for the next 40 days, you're only expected to be eating maybe bread and water, or very low calorie meals from Monday through Saturday. Sunday, they say you can have a better meal, but sometimes there were members who were pricks, leadership, and we really wouldn't, we'd still continue the fast. But the thing is that he can say this anytime he wants. I mean, and there's no question, there's no pushback. He can say at any time, "Hey, look, there's a war is brewing in such and such country. They're going to be bombing. They're going to start raiding," and he'll have these long talks, and it's imposing this constant fear, and also you're looking upon Father Bing and the whole movement as wow. You can trust them. That's like the main thing. They control the information because now your trust is entirely on them. That's what happened to me. And so at any time, Father Bing will say, well, all right, moratorium. So for the next 40 days. But he would do this several times a year. Now, in my personal opinion, I think that one of the reasons why he was doing this was so that he can save money. Because of course, he would recruit so many members. So many people were being recruited and would be stuffed into these rooms, and you got to feed them. You got to keep them alive. So what's the best way to keep people alive and to save money? Let's put them on fasting. Let's make sure that they have low calorie meals. Sometimes it will be rice, water, and salt, and that was it. And many times, like if you're late to prayer or if you're sleepy, you are told not to have the next meal. So yeah, like we were very, it was really a money saver for them. And what are they doing? Was Father Bing and the AHFI, were they really praying? Were they with us in the trenches? They'd be there for a few days, like Father Bing. But then what happens next? He's out on his missions, traveling to Europe, traveling to different countries while the members are suffering. And what is he doing? You might say he's spreading devotion, but also he's spreading a lot of fear. He's telling people that they got to join his movement because in his movement, you're going to see miracles, you're going to see blessings. But if not, you're only going to receive curses. So, anyways, I'm giving you this information because it happened several times. Dude, like several times. He'll say, all right, he'd wake up, all right, the end is coming. 40, we're going to do a moratorium. And the thing that sucked, I remember there's one time where it was already past 40 days. And we were like, can we talk now? Can we eat a nice meal? And we couldn't because Father Bing wouldn't lift it. So think about it. He controls the information. He's the only one telling us what's going on, what wars and what's happening, the persecution, and we have no access. It's very fitting, and the only one who does is him. So yes, they were able to use information to instill a lot of fear in the members. And what did it lead up to? It led up to us having an end times dungeon, a bunker, all crammed in there, waiting for bombs or waiting for people to start raiding us. And yes, it was a life of constant fear. And we'd be hiding. We'd even have hoods over our heads so that if people were we'd have this idea. Father Bing would give this idea that the Freemasons are out to destroy him. and everyone evil is out to destroy him. Even the church, they're out to destroy him. They're with their binoculars, trying to spy on us because everyone is so envious because we're such a great group. So we would have our hoods and we'd be hiding. Anyways, I just wanted to share this information with you all because I think people deserve to know the truth. With that being said, please, do you have any comments, questions? Leave it in the comments. I would love to hear your questions. Um, uh, that's it. Anyways, have a good day. Peace.